Man, oh man, Jimin is back. He's so back. I have a feeling that some of you who are watching this video must have been crying while watching his live stream. So yes, he went live from France after attending a fashion show. And let me briefly play you this. So I'm gonna turn off the screen for a copyright issue, and be careful because it's gonna be super loud. I just wanna play this clip to show you how loud the fans were. Okay, so be careful with the volume. Man, can you? This is amazing. And like his gesture and stuff. Oh. Anyways, so that's what he did. And it was his official official schedule, in fact, in about 2 years. And it was his official event since his military discharge. So he looked a bit nervous, and he did talk about that, but also excited to reconnect with fans. And he mentioned that it felt strange to be back in that kind of setting, like the press, fans in the audience, styling and all. But he clearly enjoyed it. And he said the clothes were beautiful, and he was grateful to everyone who came out to see him. But the highlight of the day was when he turned on the live to connect with the fans. And indeed, I will do a full reaction to this video and to his live stream while doing the full translation. And in this case, there weren't really a lot of points where I need to provide context, but yeah, I super enjoyed it, so I want to enjoy it with you again. All right, so let's start here. First of all, it was in two parts, okay? Because it got disconnected after the part one. 오랜만이에요. The title of the first live stream was "It's Been a Long Time" with the crying, laughing emoji, and it lasted for about 9 minutes 28 seconds. So let's start here, okay? Right here. Oh, that does not work. All right, sorry about that. There we go. Never met her, she's always on my mind. First of all, I saw a lot of people appreciated his fashion. Nothing inside the blazer, except a bunch of necklaces. I like the flower. That reminds me of Smeraduk Garden Marching Band, or Smeraduk the flowers. By the way, the network connection was super bad, and I think that has something to do with the fact that there must be a lot of people around where he's staying, the hotel. And sometimes that affects the whole connections, right? Wanna give her the world and so much more. Who is my heart waiting for? So I was reading comments. By the way, speaking of comments, this is what I saw on social media. I'm dying. He's trying to keep up. The comments flooding in the chat room in real time, like thousands of them at the same time. That's crazy. All right, now here we begin.
오랜만입니다.
It's been a while. 오랜만입니다.
좀 올려둘까?
I think here he said 좀 멀리서 해볼까? Should I try doing this from a bit farther away? I wasn't able to hear it clearly, but I think that's what he said. Because now he's about to change the angle. Maybe it's putting something under it so it can be higher. The position of the camera. Hey, there we go. Did it get thinner?
오랜만입니다, 여러분.
It's been a while, everyone.
지민입니다.
This is Jimin. How many of you have been waiting for this moment?
너무 오랜만에 왔죠?
It's been such a long time, right? Reading the comments.
저도 보고 싶었고 너무
I missed you all so much too. And yes, the last time he connected with the fans through live stream was, oh wow, that looks adorable. Back in July 15th, when he did a joint live with RM, V, and Jungkook. And then the whole thing happened that I don't need to go about because I already made videos about it. And since then, it's been a few weeks, right? So yeah, for some fans, it must have felt like eternity.
맞아요. 너무 길었어요.
Yeah.
길기도 했고
It was too long, way too long,
일도 너무 많았고
and I had so much work. Or here, in this case, 일 could be interpreted two ways. What work? I had so much work, or there were so many things that happened. I think we can interpret it in two ways, both ways, because that's indeed the case.
감사합니다.
Thank you.
하여튼 저 거의 뭐 2년 만에 이제 공식으로 스케줄 하는 게 오늘 처음인데
It's been almost 2 years since, today was actually my first official schedule in about 2 years.
긴장도 많이 했고
So I was really nervous.
여러분들이 좀 제대로 된 저의 모습을 보는 건 오늘이 처음일 테니까
Since you guys are kind of,
잘 준비해서
it's your first time seeing me properly like this again.
나오려고 했던 것 같아요.
I wanted to prepare so I wanted to prepare well and show up like this today.
네, 저도 너무 많이 보고 싶었고
Yeah, I missed you all so much too.
뭐 언제 어떻게 여러분들한테 또 찾아와서 대화를 좀 할까 이런 생각을 하다가
I kept wondering when and how I should come see you and talk with you again.
어쨌든 이번이 처음 이렇게 오는 거니까
So yeah, this is my first time showing up like this again.
오늘 쇼 갔다 와서 여러분들한테 찾아뵈야겠다 생각을 해가지고 오늘 이렇게 왔어요.
So I went to the show today and I thought I should come see you after. That's why I came here like this. Yeah, actually I will talk about stuff later.
아니 뭐 저는 뭐 괜찮죠.
아니 뭐 저는 뭐 괜찮죠. Well, I'm okay. So I think he read a comment from an army asking how he's doing, how he is.
오늘 쇼 너무 오랜만에 긴장을 많이 하고 갔지만
I was really nervous today going to the show after such a long time.
좀 새롭긴 하더라고요. 오랜만에 프레스도 받고 팬분들도 와 계시고
So it felt kind of
되게
new.
오랜만에 새로운 기분을 느끼면서 즐겁게 쇼 봤어요. 옷들도 다 너무 예쁘고
So it felt kind of new doing press after so long, seeing fans there too. It gave me a fresh feeling and I really enjoyed the show. The clothes were all so beautiful. And remember, do you remember Jimin, Jungkook, Cheonyuk, sorry, while I was speaking in Korean. So do you remember this? When they got discharged from the military and there were tons of journalists out there waiting for them. There were some fans who nevertheless showed up, despite the announcement not to show up. Anyways, during that time, Jimin, his hand was shaking when he was doing the salute thingy. Because being away from the press and a sea of fans and audience for 2 years, or year and a half technically, and being back after the 2 years, that must have been quite an experience. Being back in the audience in the middle of the crowd and everything. So it makes sense when he said he was nervous, but it won't take long for these guys to get back to themselves. You know what I'm saying? just like how Jin and J-Hope pulled off pretty quickly after being back from the military. Um, but yeah.
아니 뭐 제가 뭐 잘 할 건 없었지만
I didn't really have much to do myself.
오늘 보러 너무 많이 와주셔서 감사하고 밖에 다행히 너무 덥지 않아서 날씨가 지금
But thank you so much to everyone who came to see me today. Luckily, the weather wasn't too hot outside. So here he's being humble, right? When he said, 제가 뭐 잘할 건 없었지만, I didn't really have much to do myself. It was others who made this event possible, something along that line.
아니 피곤하진 않아요. 피곤한 건 아닌데
No, I'm not tired. It's not that I'm tired.
네 너무 즐거웠고
Yeah, it was really fun.
네, 어쨌든 저도 이렇게 메이크업하고 헤어하고 옷 예쁘게 입고 이렇게 한 게 되게 오랜만이라 즐거웠어요. 시차 괜찮아요. 뭐
Yeah, it had been such a long time since I did my hair, makeup, and dressed up nicely like this. So it was really fun. Jet lag is fine.
옷 괜찮았어요 오늘 셔가지고
So there was a connection issue, right? But before that happened, he asked, "Did my outfit look okay?" And based on the post that I saw on social media, fans loved it. I saw someone making a funny post. You know how before they walk into like the actual events and show up before the press, they have their staff, protocol staff managers fixing their outfits, right? With like minor tweaks and details. But in this case, he didn't really have much to fix because he has nothing inside. And yeah, some fans loved it. Nothing inside his blazer. That's what I meant. Once again, connection issue.
세트 열심히 했죠.
I worked hard.
여기 오후 5시야.
It's 5 p.m. here now. Someone asked about time. I think that's what it was.
저 준비해 주신 옷도 너무 예뻤고 오늘 쇼를
Yeah, the outfit prepared for me was so beautiful.
봤던 옷들도 다 너무 예뻤던 것 같아요.
And all the clothes I saw at the show today looked really pretty too.
네.
Connection issue.
네. 이 와이파이가 좀 이상하긴 한 것 같아요.
He said, Wi-Fi가 좀 이상하긴 한 것 같아요. I think the Wi-Fi is acting a bit weird. Assuming that we didn't miss anything that he said before the connection issue happened. So he's referring to the Wi-Fi. And now that I think about it, maybe it's because, first of all, there must have been a lot of fans near his hotel, like physically. And also, fans are flooding in with the comments. So maybe that affected the connection too.
저도 뭐 늘상 보고 싶었고 몇 번 찾아뵙고 싶었고 계속
늘상 보고 싶고. I always missed you too. I wanted to come see you a few times.
아유 뭐 저는 쓰고 뭐 할 건 없었어요.
But really, I didn't have much to do myself. That's because I'm assuming a lot of fans wrote, 수고했어요, 수고했어 지민아. You worked really hard. Great job, something like that. But again, for a second time, he said that no, 저는 뭐 수고할 거 없었어요. I didn't have much to do myself, showing his humbleness and giving credits to others, right? His staff and people who made the event possible.
밥은 여러분들이랑 이렇게 잠깐 이렇게 얼굴 보고 이제 밥 먹으려고 생각하고 있었어요.
I was actually thinking I would just see you briefly like this and then go eat.
그냥 하고 싶다고 했어요. 제가 원해서 그냥 해버렸네.
Again, there was a connection issue, but I think what he said was, yeah, I just said that I wanted to do this. I felt like it, so I just went ahead and did it. I think he's referring to this live stream, turning on this live stream, or another possibility could be like attending a fashion show event. But I think it's the former, turning on the live stream before eating a meal.
우리가 만나서 반갑네요.
Yeah, it's great to see
자주
you.
와야 되는데.
I really should come on more often.
어떻게 지냈나?
Someone asked, how have you been?
뭐 알다시피 여러분들 앨범 지금 작업을 하고 있는데
As soon as BTS members say album, our ears tune in, right? He said, as you know, we're working on the album right now.
뭐 중간중간 찾아와서 여러분들한테 뭐 지금 앨범은 어느 정도 됐고 어떻게 준비하고 있고 이런 것들을 얘기해주고 싶었는데
I wanted to drop by from time to time and tell you how far along the album is and how it's coming together.
아무튼 현재 계속 준비하고 있어요. 이게
Anyway, we're still working hard on it.
그런 것 같아요. 멤버들의 어떤 입기
Yep, connection issue.
같아요.
This was the highlight for
사실
me.
이게 정리가 원래부터 되어 있는 앨범이면은 저희 녹음하고 컨셉 정해져 있는 컨셉에 이렇게 촬영하면 되겠지만
So before the connection issue happened, 그런 것 같아요. 멤버들의 어떤 입김. Yeah, I think it's the members' influence, their input. 입김 literally means like this, the breath. It literally means breath. How you can see your own breath in the cold weather. But in this case, it means input or influence. So he said, yeah, I think it's the members' input, our input. If this were an album that was all planned out from the start, we would just record, follow the set concept, and do the photo shoot, and it will be simple.
이번에는 멤버들이 다 같이 참여해가지고 뭐 이런저런 얘기들을 많이 나누다 보니까 이제 시간이 조금씩 더 걸리고
But this time, all the members are involved, sharing different thoughts and ideas, so it's naturally taking a bit more time.
뭐 아시다시피 앨범이 뚝딱 이렇게 나오는 게 아니다 보니까 최선을 다해서 하고 있지만
And as you know, albums don't just come out instantly like magic. We're doing our very best. We really
조금
another.
부응하기 위해서 최선은 다하고 있습니다.
We really want to meet your expectations, so we are doing our best.
그래서 아직도 완벽하게 준비가 된 상황은 아니어서
So it's still not perfectly ready yet,
저희도 얼른 만들어가지고 여러분들한테 보여주고 싶은 생각이 많죠.
but we really want to finish it soon and show it to
연결이
you.
안 좋구나. 여러분들 잘 지금 끊기는구나.
Oh, the connection isn't good.
몰라가지고.
You're getting lag? I didn't realize.
내 인터넷은 아니긴 한데 내가 이거 와이파이 끄는
There we go. It's not my internet though. And it was about to turn off the Wi-Fi connection to try with the, whatchamacallit? The connection that you can use with your own phone, like 5G. Anyways, so for me, when he talked about the album was a highlight because I've been talking about this a few times on my channel. Technically, it is possible to prepare everything in advance before the BTS members get discharged. And then it would have been entirely possible to drop a single to celebrate their discharge, or even a whole album if Big Hit or HYBE staff collaborated with the international producers, laying out all the beats, melodies, and even the lyrics. And then boom, here's our album, let's celebrate our discharge. But no, what they did instead is allowing the members, the members themselves decided that to have their own input into the album to make them really theirs. And that's exactly one of many reasons why I fell into this group. They care about their music themselves. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm, into a lot of other HYBE artists as well. So yeah, I really appreciate the fact that he made that clear. If this were an album that was all planned out from the start, we would just record, follow the set concept, do the photo shoots, and it'll be simple. But this time, all the members are involved, sharing different thoughts and ideas, so it's naturally taking a bit more time. And at the same time, they did set the clear deadline next spring, because if they didn't, though, it might have been taking forever. And that's the thing with artistry. Having a deadline could help because it forces you to, like work harder and sometimes compromise with the outcome because sometimes these artists want to be perfect in every aspect. So it does help that they have a clear deadline at the same time, not doing it too fast. You know what I'm saying? So waiting is good. It makes your expectations higher. All right, so here's part two. The title of the part two was a simple emoji, like a frown, frowning about the connection, Wi-Fi connection, or yeah, internet connection. I just noticed that there are a lot of rings on his fingers, and again, flowers, reminding me of Smeraldo. All right, part two. Oh, sorry, not working.
아닌가?
Or maybe not, I said. Talking about the connection.
인터넷이 이게 더 나아요. 어때요?
Is this internet connection better? How is it?
네, 네. 아 키긴 켰어요. 켰는데.
So there's a staff member in this room.
어,
Yeah, I turned it on.
어쩔 수 없죠 뭐.
And the staff said, but it's cutting out a lot. And Jimin said, well, we can't help. Can't be helped. Anyways, it is what it is.
아니요 지금 켰어요. 라이브 켰어요 다시.
The staff asked, you turned off the Wi-Fi, right? And maybe he misunderstood. He said, no, I just turned it back on. I restarted the live.
아 거의 안 뜨는구나. 이거 어떻게 들어오신 거지 그러면은?
I said, it barely shows up. Maybe the Wi-Fi connection bars. Then how did you guys even get in here? Talking about the fans who joined the live stream.
그 끝나고 그냥 좀 잘 정리해서 영상 해달라고 해야겠다.
So maybe after this, we'll just ask them to sort it out and post a proper video. Here, they're referring to, he's referring to like staff members, editors. So not sure if this is him using his Wi-Fi in the hotel room or his mobile device connection.
어떻게 지금 잘 보이시나? 제가 잘 몰라가지고.
Can you see me okay now?
나은지 이게 나은지 잘 몰라가지고.
I can't really tell.
지금 그걸로 해야 될 것 같은데.
I don't know if Wi-Fi is better or this is better. So if you tell me, I'll just go with that. Again, he's reading the flood of comments.
훨씬 나아요. 이게 훨씬 낫구나.
Oh, this is much better? So this was the right choice.
다행이네.
다행이네요. That's a relief.
공연 준비요? 아직 뭐 공연 준비를 할 게 아직 없어가지고 앨범 작업 열심히 하고 있습니다.
Concert prep? There's nothing to prepare for that yet. So we're just focused on the album.
너무 감사하고
I'm really thankful.
네, 저도 열심히 러닝하고 해서 다이어트도 하고 했었는데
Yeah, I've been running a lot and even dieting too. Yeah, speaking of dieting,
아직 안무가 있고 그런 상태도 아니에요.
okay, let's translate that first. We don't even have choreography ready yet. I think some fans asked about choreography, whether it's ready.
더 늦어지지 않게 빠르게 잘 해보겠습니다.
We will do our best so it doesn't get delayed any further.
맞아요. 이제 방탄 복귀해야지 이제.
맞아요. 이제 방탄 복귀해야지 이제. That's right. BTS needs to make a comeback now. So he's agreeing with somebody who wrote something like that. BTS needs to have a comeback now.
저도 보고 싶었습니다.
I missed you all too.
네. 저도 기대가 많이 되고 모르겠어요. 이번 앨범을 열심히 작업하고 있는데 작업이 아니라 이제는 작업이죠 뭐. 여러분들이 어떻게 느끼실지가 되게 궁금한 앨범이 될 것 같아요.
I'm really looking forward to it as well. I don't know. We're working hard on this album, and I think it will be one where I'm very curious, or we're very curious about how you will feel when you hear it.
아무튼 뭐 너무 많이 스포하면 안 되니까 뭐 말을 아끼더라도 저희는 너무 다들 소중하게 생각하는 앨범이 될 것 같아요.
Another highlight for me. Anyways, I shouldn't spoil too much. So even though I cannot say much, this album is going to be something we all hold very dear. 소중하게 생각하는 앨범이 될 것 같아요. Something we hold very dear, or something precious. I love it. And yeah, these guys must be excited and at the same time nervous about the public response or the fans' response. And I'm like, as long as they have their input, I can already feel it, that I love it. I don't know, maybe I'm going too ahead,
너무
but
보고 싶었습니다. 아무튼간에 오랜만에 저 이렇게 다시
I really
볼 수
missed you
있게 돼서
too.
너무 기쁘고
I'm just so happy I could come back like this after so long.
이제는 계속 네, 군대도 갔다 왔고 어떤 이런 텀이 없을 거니까 계속 이제 준비해서 내년에 나오고 나면은 여러분들 만나러 돌아다녀야 되고
So we've done our military service already, so there won't be gaps like that anymore. And once we come out next year, we'll be going around to meet you. That reminds me of when they said, I forgot which member, maybe it was Jimin, that we won't be going away anywhere from now on. That's what they said after getting discharged, right?
계속해서 이제 좋은 모습 보여줘야죠 여러분들한테.
And of course, we'll keep showing you our best sides. You know, seeing him reading comments makes me feel like he really gets happiness and energy out of seeing people's reactions, fans'
되게
reactions.
궁금하긴 하네요. 진짜 앨범 나왔을 때 여러분들이 어떻게 반응하시고 어떤 걸 느끼실지가 진짜 너무 궁금하긴 하네요.
I'm really curious when the album drops. I wonder how you will react and what you will feel.
뭐 먹을지는 아직 뭐 생각이 없습니다.
I haven't thought about what to eat yet.
저도 만날 날을 계속 기다리고 있어요.
I'm also waiting for the day I get to see you again. Look at him. Look at his eyes. holding these fans and fans comments very dear.
좋아요. 되게 오랜만에 이렇게 오니까 되게 좋아요, 저는.
This
여러분들을
this is nice. It feels so good to be here again after so long.
되게 보고 싶어 하고 누구보다 보고 싶어 했고
I really missed you all more than anyone else. 누구보다 보고 싶어 했고.
뭐
More than anyone else.
1년의 일들이 되게 많긴 했는데 저는
This was not exactly a highlight, but one of the most significant parts during this live. 1년의 일들이 되게 많긴 했는데 저는 there have been a lot of things happening as for me. And let's watch his facial expression when he said that.
보고 싶어 했고 뭐
Yep, that slight smile.
1년의 일들이 되게 많긴 했는데 저는
Yep. There have been a lot of things that happen as for me. And then what he's about to talk about, that was a highlight because it's pretty deep. And pay attention to his facial expressions.
저는 뭐 팬분들한테도 그렇고 뭐 많은 사람들한테도 그렇고
Anyways, for the fans and for many other people too,
끊겼네.
it cut off the connection. Well, actually, it didn't.
끊겼나?
Wait, did it not cut? Oh, it didn't?
안 끊겼어요? 어떤가?
It didn't cut? How is it?
음악으로 보여주면 되는 것도 맞지만
Yep.
좋은 모습을 계속
This part.
보여주고 싶은데 이게 뭐 인생을 잘 살아간다는 게 쉬운 일은 아니니까 이거 좋은 어른이 되는 것과 뭐 좋은 삶을 사는 것과 막 이런 것들이 쉬운 일은 아니라라고 많이 느끼면서 살고 있어요.
음악으로 보여주면 되는 것도 맞지만, of course, showing through music is important, but I want to keep showing you good sides of myself. Good sides of myself. And living life well isn't exactly easy. 인생을 잘 살아간다는 게 쉬운 일은 아니니까. And then he said, 좋은 어른이 되는 것과 좋은 삶을 사는 것. Wow, that sounds like a sentence out of a book. Becoming a good adult, living a good life. I've been feeling a lot that those things aren't easy. Can we listen to that one more time? That's pretty
인생을
significant.
잘 살아 음악으로 보여주면 되는 것도 맞지만 좋은 모습을 계속 보여주고 싶은데 이게 뭐 인생을 잘 살아간다는 게 쉬운 일은 아니니까
Yep.
이거 좋은
Living life well isn't exactly easy.
어른이 되는 것과 뭐
Becoming a
좋은
good
삶을
adult.
사는 것과
Living a good life.
이런 것들이 쉬운 일은 아니라라고 많이 느끼면서 살고 있어요.
I've been feeling a lot that those things aren't easy. So yeah, we can.
이렇게 끊기는 건지 여기가 좋지는 않네. 그 인터넷 연결 상태가
The connection here isn't good. The internet is weak.
맞아요. 제가 잘하기만 하면 되는데 잘 해야죠 앞으로.
Yeah, I just need to do well.
맞아요. 어른이
From now
되는
on.
것도 쉽지 않고.
Audit means adult. He said, "You're right. Growing up isn't easy.
어른 흉내 내기죠. 어른 흉내 내기.
It's more like pretending to be an adult. 흉내내기. Pretending."
아무튼 뭐 앞으로도 잘 살아가 볼 거고
Anyway,
좋은
I'll
모습 계속 보여줄 거고 주려고 더 노력할 거고
I'll keep trying to live well, keep showing you good sides of me.
그런 얘기도 오랜만에 와서 해보고 싶었고,
And since it's been a while, I wanted to say things like this too. And I respect him for that, for saying these things openly
너무
and
예쁘게
honestly.
말해줘서 너무 감사들 하고,
Thank you for saying such kind things to me.
뭐 솔로 언제 나오냐 뭐 이런 얘기들 있지만 아시다시피 방탄이 저한테 가장 중요하고 그거 해야 되니까 그런 것들은 나중에 틈내서 열심히 그것도 따로 준비해 보겠습니다.
Highlight number 4 is making this super clear about questions about his solo. I know people ask, when is your solo coming? But BTS is the most important thing to me, and I have to do that first. Later, I will make time and work hard on solo stuff too. And the way he says this is kind-hearted, respectful, and at the same time, it's drawing a line, you know? And I don't think all solo fans are toxic. There are genuine solo fans who are respectful, but there are some, toxic and delusional fans. And, maybe I will talk about it later, but let's
나중에
hear that one more time. Paying attention to the tone of his
이
voice.
저한테 가장 나오냐 뭐 이런 얘기 너무 예쁘게 말해줘서 너무 감사들 하고 뭐 솔로 언제 나오냐 뭐 이런 얘기들 있지만 아시다시피
I know people ask, when's your solo coming? But as you know,
방탄이 저한테 가장 중요하고 그거 해야 되니까
BTS is the most important thing to me, and I have to do that first.
그런 것들은 나중에
So those things, later,
틈내서 열심히 그것도 따로 준비해 보겠습니다.
I'll make time and work hard on solo stuff too. And notice the way he said that, 나중에 해보겠습니다. So he knows how often some people, talk about his solo stuff. And he's thankful for that. I'm pretty sure he's grateful about that. But he's making it crystal clear that BTS, for him, is the most important thing. Super respect. Let's get back.
그리고 이게 너무 뜬금없을 수 있는데 제가 배터리가 지금 2%.
This might sound random, but my battery is at 2% right now.
네.
Another day, another battery talk from BTS members.
이게 금방 돌아갈 거거든요. 뭐 여기에서 스케줄이 제가 있지 않아서 내일 아마 당장 돌아갈 것 같은데 돌아가서 또 찾아뵙고 뭐
I'll be heading back to Korea soon. I don't have any other schedule here, so probably tomorrow we'll be heading back. And once I'm back, I will see you again.
처음이겠지만 제가 원래는 집에서 라이브를 잘 안 했었는데 집에서 또 여러분들이랑 대화 좀 하고 하면 좋을 것 같아요.
Ooh. So I normally don't do lives from home, so it will be the first time. But maybe it will be nice to go live from home and chat with you.
아무튼 오랜만에 이렇게 만나서 반가웠고 이제 1%네.
Anyway, it was so good seeing you after a while, and now I'm down to 1%.
아마 저랑 이렇게 얘기하다 보면 자연스럽게 끊길 텐데
이거-
반가웠고
It will probably cut off while we're talking, but again, nice to meet you, nice seeing you.
얼른 뭐 이것저것 준비해서 여러분들한테 보여줄게요.
I'll prepare things quickly and show them to you soon.
언제든지 오겠습니다. 이제는
I'll come anytime from now on. And that 3-syllable word, 이제는, that word, from now on, that was touching.
저도 너무 사랑하고 건강은 걱정하지 마시고
I love you all so much too. Don't worry about my health.
여러분들만 건강하시고 행복하시면 됩니다.
Just stay healthy and happy yourselves.
저에 대한 걱정 안 하셔도 돼요.
You don't have to worry about me. 저에 대한 걱정 안 하셔도 돼요. Again, showing, signaling that he does read the comments of fans worried about him. And can we pay attention to this gesture? The way he slightly. Yep.
저에
Do you
대한
see that?
걱정 안 하셔도 돼요.
Yeah, I just noticed that Jimin has that very delicate way of doing gestures and like the slight changes in tone and stuff. That makes me pay attention and notice.
아무튼 오늘 너무 감사하고 오늘 많이 와주셔서 감사하고 많이 지켜봐 주셔서 감사하고
Just thanking
얘기해
people.
주신 분들도 다 감사하고
Thank you so much for today. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. And thank you to everyone who helped make this beautiful.
꺼질 것 같고 아마 이렇게 있으면 꺼질 거예요.
And this was a beautiful ending. He said, looks like it's about to shut off. It will probably turn off any second now. And he's letting it shut off instead of turning off the live stream himself. He's reading the comments till the very end.
한국에서 봅시다.
See you in Korea. And then boom. Wow. For some reason, that gave me goosebumps. Felt like a great ending to a great movie. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he didn't, even though the battery's at 1%, about to die. And by the way, letting your phone die is the worst thing that could happen to your device. It should be charged. At least don't allow your phone to go below 20%. That's what I've learned from a technician that I recently met. Anyways, but instead of turning off the live stream himself, he let the phone die just so that he could stay with the fans till the very last moment, reading all the comments that fans were making. And I don't know, it was a very, it's a minor move, but that felt very moving. And there were so many kilpos. Kilpo in Korean, we say kilpo. kilpo가 많다. Literally means killing points, meaning highlights. There were so many highlights within this 20 minutes live stream. How long was it total? So part 1 was 9 minutes, 11 minutes. So total of like 20 minutes, 21 minutes. But it's packed with highlights. And I can see why he's got so many solo fans as well. And this reminds me of what one of my friends said. So she works at a hospital, and she wasn't used to being into BTS, but after J-Hope and Jin did their solo stuff, she has been learning more about BTS. And she has this colleague who's an ARMY, and in particularly loves Jimin. And she says that colleague always tells her about Jimin's demeanor, how she's so gentle and delicate and loves fans so much. And I can see, like. And another thing I noticed is that even though Jimin looks very soft and delicate and the way he says things, but he's strong, and he made it clear when he said at the end, 저에 대해서는 걱정 안 하셔도 돼요. Don't worry about me. Just stay healthy and happy yourselves. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about me. 저에 대한 걱정 안 하셔도 돼요. And then he said, I love you all so much. Don't worry about my health. Just stay healthy and happy yourselves. So, yeah, what do you guys think? From the very start, Jimin kept saying how much he missed ARMY, right? And he admitted that he had wanted to come on earlier, but wasn't sure when or how to do it. And eventually he decided to just turn on the live after the show, which was great. And he said something like, I wanted to see you and I wanted to talk, which really captured the casual, heartfelt nature of the live. And he also joked about like small things, like whether his outfit looked okay. Well, I mean, he wasn't joking. He was sincere. and whether the Wi-Fi or data connection was better, and how he didn't have much to do at the show himself, but was still grateful for fans showing up. And that mix of shyness and warmth and humbleness felt very Jimin. And one of the biggest takeaways was his update on BTS' new album, right? He explained that all the members are heavily involved in the process. And I think the emphasis is on all the members, right? Discussing, debating, and shaping the concept together, probably. And because of that, things are taking longer. But he stressed that an album doesn't just appear instantly. And he wanted fans to know that they're working hard, doing their best to make something that lives up to expectations. And expectations are huge and heavy for this group, which RM talked about during his birthday live stream. Heavy is the crown, a lot of burdens, pressure. And Jimin also shared his own excitement, saying that he's very curious about how fans will feel when they hear it. And at the same time, he didn't want to spoil too much, which J-Hope also talked about during his brief live stream yesterday. But he emphasized that the album will be something the members truly treasure or hold very dear. 소중하게 여기는 앨범이 될 것 같아요. Celebrating 10th anniversary of 화양연화, the most beautiful moment in life. Although I'm not sure whether the upcoming album will be the an extension or HYYH2. We're not sure about that. But anyways, I don't know. For some reason, when he used the word 소중하다, precious, that reminded me of that era. What else? And Jimin, it reminded fans that now he's completed his military service, there won't be long breaks like that anymore. And once BTS comes back next year, he expects to be busy meeting fans again around the world. And according to one of the analyst expectations, again, we have to take that with a huge grain of salt, the number of shows will be around 65. So they've got plenty of time. We have all got plenty of time to meet each other. And he also addressed solo projects briefly, saying BTS is his top priority. But he will make time for solo work in the future. So not exactly dismissing those requests, demands, or questions about solo stuff. And that's what I respect about Jimin. Is doing two things at the same time. Making it crystal clear that BTS is his top priority, but at the same time, being considerate about those people who are curious about solo projects. And let me tell you, I myself am a big fan of BTS member solo music. No other groups in K-pop have been this much fruitful and like delicate about solo projects. You know what I'm saying? That's why BTS is such a precious group for me. And yeah, overall, this was golden. Let me know your favorite moments from the live stream, and I'm pretty sure we'll have more things coming up to talk about in the near future. But for now, great job. Congratulations to Jimin and everyone who was involved with this fashion show event. And I'll see you again next time. Okay? Thank you. Let's stay positive, respectful, and classy. Peace, love. Bye-bye.